race winner, driver of the number 9 BBR Music Group Ford, Tyler. Oh, 19. Excuse me, the number 19 BBR Music Group Ford, Tyler Riddick. His race-winning crew chief, Doug Randolph, and his team owner, Brad Keselowski. And Tyler, we'll start with you. An exciting win to kick off this season in Daytona earlier this year. Dover, a totally different racetrack, a totally different race. So to come back here and take home the victory, just talk a little bit about what that means, but also it shows the strength of the team as well.
Yeah, most definitely. We knew getting one win, is the first step, and the only thing we want more than one win is 2 wins. And we worked really hard Thursday to better our truck, and overnight we put together a better package for Friday, and it was just all around better, and it was really solid. I knew we had a top 5 truck starting the race. And we just ended up being in position to put our Brad Keselowski Racing Ford F-150 in victory lane. And it was great to give Broken Bow Records another victory this year, and Draw Tight, and Cooper Standard as well. So it's great to get a win for everybody back home. And, it's a good way to get the season going for us.
And, Doug, from your viewpoint this afternoon, talk a little bit about the race, how it played out, and ultimately coming home the winners.
Well, first of all, it was definitely a full, not just team, but organization effort. We weren't as good as we thought we should be in practice, and our teammate was really good, and we leaned on them a little bit overnight, and that helped us a lot. And, as an organization, I think we've run 6 races this year and won 3, so we've stepped up our game. So I feel like we're doing really good there. And then it was a crazy race today. There were so many cautions, so many different pit strategies. Obviously, track position was important. In halfway, I guess, we made a decision to try to get some track position, and hope the race played out a certain way. And luckily for us, it did. It could have easily gone a different way, but at that time, that was the decision we made.
And Brad, as the team owner, it's always nice to come home the winners and get to visit Victory Lane. Talk a little bit about just the win this afternoon, but also Tyler and what he's brought to the team as well.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, certainly. A great day, but for us, kind of a landmark day in the sense that 3 wins in a season is the most we've ever had, and I think we're right at a little past a third of the way through the season. We've got a lot to be proud of, and we've got our focus, on winning a championship. And Tyler ran a partial season last year, and now a full season this year. So this is still his first full season, so it's nice to see that come together the way it has, and it's going to be an exciting finish from here for the championship. There's a lot of racing left to do, but I think you saw today there's so many great competitors out there with Matt Kraft and Eric Jones, Daniel Hemrick, and Daniel Suarez, and the championship battle will certainly come down towards the end, and these wins are what's going to make the difference, because I was watching at one point, I think Matt Crafton got a pit road penalty, and in 2 laps he was back to 7th or 8th, and so those top 5s and top 10s will keep you in the game, but you have to put in these wins and get those extra 3 to 5 points that you get for a win other than second to really break yourself out of that. And so to have 2 wins this early in the year and know that we're capable of getting more really pushes that forward, and something we can really be proud of as a team. And watching the guys here, this is probably the most complete race I've seen them put together, and that was really, really impressive. So we've got a lot to look forward to and a lot of work still to do.
All right, we'll go ahead and take questions for Doug, Tyler, or Brad. If you have one, please raise your hand and state your name and affiliation, and we'll start with Reed.
Tyler, it sounded like from some of your comments in Victory Lane that you felt like you really had a score to settle with this place. I think you finished 8th last year, but you had the situation with your leg falling asleep. Could you talk about that a little bit and just tell us why you felt so strongly that you needed to prove yourself here?
Well, I feel like we need to prove ourselves at every given racetrack, but after what I let happen to myself last year, not knowing a lot about the G-forces in the corners here, not really, I was kind of green when it came to asphalt racing and understanding, it's a lot higher speed racing and your body's going to be moving around a lot more than I was used to in the dirt car racing. So we had a top 5 truck last year, and to have something like that impede our progress from getting that would have been our first top 5, and we had a really strong truck. We were running third at 1.2 last year. To have something like that mess up a day which could have been potentially a breakout day for us is just things you can't have happen in racing. And I really wanted to come back here and run really strong, just like I want to run strong in every given race. But that field gave me a little bit extra fuel to the fire, and I knew I had to run good here, and we did.
We'll take additional questions. Okay.
Tyler, Jacob Mullins, RubbingsRacing.com. Can you talk about the incident early in the race with Jennifer Jo Cobb? Just want your take on it.
Yeah, well, we were in lap traffic there early on in the race, and Jennifer pulled. She was trying to pass another vehicle, and she looked like she was going to give me 3 wide, and then she closed the door, and so I woed up to try and avoid from getting into the back of her, but she just got loose when I was right behind her, and she ended up spinning and tearing her vehicle up and being out of the race early. It's just a real shame. Being from my dirt racing, when I wrecked my own stuff, I had to fix it. I understand that when something like that happens to a team, it really sets yourself back, and you don't want days like that. And I just feel really bad for that happening to them and their team.
All right, we have an additional question. Thank you.
Zach Catanzarelli, Front Stretch. You got the big win at Daytona to start the year. This is such a different kind of track, though, a downforce track. In a way, is this kind of a bigger win to kind of prove what you can do on the real tracks? I know Daytona is its own thing, but in a way, is this a big win?
Well, as a team, we wanted to prove that we can give on any given racetrack, and we've now won at Daytona, Martinsville, and Dover. Both all very different monsters in their own sense, and that's a perfect way to start the year. Hopefully we can get the 1.5 mile victory here very soon. We've had shots at Kansas and other tracks we've been fast at, so our whole program around this whole series is really, really good.
All right, additional questions? All right. Well, congratulations, guys, and
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.